Hey everybody, Dale here. I'm back on the trail. I'm at Max Patch, North Carolina, and it is a chilly 28 degrees, snow-covered path, and we're making our way up Max Patch. All right, I'll see you at the top. This is Max Patch. Super windy. I'm not staying up here long because it's cold also. But what an amazing view. Okay, now that I'm up off of Max Patch, it was super windy up there. As you can see, there's some low-hanging clouds, but I'm hoping the sun will burn it off. It was pretty chilly up there, but down here, it's manageable. The sun is out. There's a fresh trail, as you can see. And here we go. Headed north. It's good to be back on trail. I had to take almost 2 weeks off to let my ankle heal. It feels pretty good now. I'm going to do a little bit of a video later on and tell you about how I nursed my ankle back to health and what steps you can take if you ever have a high ankle sprain. Yeah, so it looks like there's snow in my beard, but that's just gray hair. It's good to be back on trail. Okay, guys, headed north. Okay, here we go. Here's the stacked blaze with an offset to the right. And as you can see, as the trail goes, we're going to be turning to the right. And yes, I'm being as careful as I can as I walk. The trail's a little bit snowy, a little bit icy, a little bit muddy, all at the same time, if you can believe that. But it's comfortable. My feet are dry and warm. My hands are nice and warm. It was windy up on Max Patch. And my hands got a little bit cold, but right now, super warm. There's no wind through the trees, which is nice. We're just making our way north. It's pretty out here. So peaceful. The wind coming through the trees and the quiet. All you can hear is the footsteps on the snow. The wind hitting the tops of the trees. It's pretty nice. Here we go. Oh, we still have the green tunnel. All these rhododendrons. Kind of neat. Yeah, still pretty. Sun trying to come out. Not doing a good job. Okay, so I wanted to let you know that although the video is going to come through and it's going to look really chilly, it's actually not that bad. Down here in the valley, there's a water source down there, but down here in the valley there's not much wind, so it's not that cold. As long as you're prepared for it and you keep your feet, your hands, and your head warm, everything else heats up because of the exertion of hiking. So it's really not that bad. It's actually very pretty. The sun's starting to come out a little bit. over the ridge up there, which that'll be a welcome sight. Although, when all this snow melts, you people that are coming up behind me are going to have some mud to deal with. But hopefully it'll dry out and you'll be fine. There's nothing that you can't handle. One of the things that I wanted to talk about as we're going is injuries on and off the trail. Most of the injuries, now there's some injuries that you have that will take you off the trail. There's no doubt about that. There's nothing to feel bad about. It's what you do after those injuries. You have to pivot. You have to pivot and make it work however you can do it. If that means put off the thru hike for another year, fine, then you do that. If it means to convert your thru hike to some section hikes, well then you do that. Whatever you do, you just gotta figure out that you just have to keep going. If you want something, you can make it happen, and you don't have to be miserable about it. You know, it stinks. I've gone through my share of injuries, as my friends know, and we'll touch on them. But if you keep a positive mindset, you can get through them. And later on today or tomorrow, I'll give you some tips on how to deal with sprained ankles and the like. I was talking to a ridge runner, and she said that the number one injury on trail is sprained ankles. Now, most of the time, you can have a sprained ankle and get back on trail, but with a high ankle sprain, you have to take your time. You have to allow it to heal, or else you're just going to be hurting yourself. And then you have other injuries that come along with it, like if you're favoring that ankle, well then your other knee is going to start hurting. So take the time to let your injuries heal, and yeah, you can make it happen if you want it bad enough. And if you can't, then you find other ways. Then you turn to providing trail magic, or you just watch a little vicariously through my videos, I guess. Either way, it's a good time. All right, let's put this away. I've come up to a kind of a fork in the path, or it goes off that way, and then I think the trail goes this way. And here's a sign: Appalachian Trail, Roaring Fork Shelter, and Lemon Gap. Yep. And I've heard that there's trail magic up ahead, which would be awesome. All right, here we go. And there is some light at the end of the tunnel too. The sun is coming out. It is about to turn this trail into a hot mess. But I'm all right. I'm okay with that. Oh, it's beautiful out here. And again, it looks cold, but it really isn't. It was 28 when I left, and it's probably right around 32 now. Yeah. This is pretty. Look at that. For all my people in Florida and other places in the world where it doesn't snow that much, this is like a blanketing for us. I know for people up in New York where I grew up, this is just a light dusting. That's pretty cool. See, the white blazes are on these fence posts, or these markers, and that's pretty cool. All right, as you can see, I changed out of my puffy jacket and into my rain jacket, which is good for cutting the wind. The trail is pretty awesome. This is a whole new meaning to the tunnel, which is pretty cool. You know, I know that it looks, again, I say it again, it looks like it's cold. It's not that bad. I don't think that I really need this knit hat, although it's keeping my noggin nice and warm. But it's a fun day. I'm probably about 3 miles into the trek right now. Here's another white blaze. Kind of cool. So tell me what you think about the beard. So the story behind the beard is, so before I was in law enforcement, I was in the Navy, and back then, we weren't allowed to have a beard. And so I've just kept clean shaven for a long time. In fact, my son, who's 14, has never seen me with a full beard. So he made me promise not to shave. Here's some nice sun. Oh, it's nice. So Turbo made me promise not to shave the beard. In fact, last time I grew it, I didn't have this much gray in my beard. But that's all part of it. It's all part of growth. Oh, such a nice trail. What a cool day. All right, it's time to get some miles down the trail. My ankle is feeling good. It is nice and secure in my ankle brace and my new high top Hoka Speed Goat 5s. And they're the waterproof Gore-Tex shoes, which is perfect for these snowy, muddy terrain. I don't need to worry about my feet getting cold or anything like that. They're nice and warm. They don't feel cold at all. But what is feeling cold is my hand right now because I don't have a glove on. All right, see y'all. Little stream crossing, but also a little sketchy stream crossing. Putting the phone away for this one. Yeah. Here we go. I made it through that without a hitch. Not a problem at all. Thank God for long legs. It's a blessing and a curse. Being 6'2", 6'3", in that range, I can cross all the river crossings, no problem. But then again, I also cleared all the spider webs first thing in the morning too. All right, here we go. Here's a pretty neat river crossing. See, they've got a couple of logs here. What I did, I stepped from the bank onto that rock right there, and then onto that rock, and onto that rock, and then for me it's just a long step over to the bank. But thank God for trekking poles. Here we go. Okay, it's been a couple miles since I talked to you. As you can see, the trail is starting to thaw out. A lot less snow, no ice. There was a spot back up by Max Patch that it was just ice. So don't have to worry about that right now. Now I'm just worried about the mud. Here's the trail. Very cool. So I just got done with Lemon Gap, and there was some very cool trail magic there, and I ate a potato and bean burrito, and it was delicious. Thank you for Lost and Found and all of your friends. Hey everybody, I made it to camp. It's a 10.2 mile day. Right back there is a designated campsite right behind me. I've got my tent set up with two other section hikers. They're pretty friendly, and we're at the last shelter that I planned to stay at today, but it was a little bit too early and I had some more miles in me, so yeah, pretty. Sorry about the spin. Just trying to get where the sun catches me. It's nice and warm today, but I can't say the same that tonight's going to probably get down into, hopefully stays in the 30s, if not 20s. But the tent is all set up and ready to eat some dinner and call it a night. Yay for day 3 or 4, whatever that is. See it.